Graph it for you.
Yeah. Well, we have a Fox News alert. A brand new email bombshell for Hillary Clinton. Did the State Department make a deal with the FBI to reclassify her emails? A live report from Washington straight ahead.
Plus, the critics dismissed Hillary's America. The movie is nothing but lies and propaganda.
What are these Democrats hiding?
This is about buying and selling influence by foreign oligarchs and foreign governments. When you follow the money, there are very, very few coincidences.
But did Wikileaks just prove filmmaker Dinesh D'Souza was right all along? Dinesh is here, he's in the hall, he's going to join us next. Come on in.
Well, the WikiLeaks email dump certainly painting a fuller picture of Hillary Clinton and the Democratic establishment. Those leaked emails suggesting campaign infighting, cozy ties to the press, Wall Street, party collusion, and even attempts to shake up the Catholic Church. They're the kind of bombshells depicted in Dinesh D'Souza's blockbuster documentary, Hillary's America. Critics initially dismissed the film as nothing but lies. But did WikiLeaks prove them right? Joining us now, Dinesh D'Souza, whose film is now out on DVD. Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you think when you see what is spilling out? You heard the critics saying that you're just out to get Hillary Clinton. She's not this monster behind closed doors you're trying to depict. What do you think now?
Well, every film presents a portrait, a theory, and an art film has several themes about Hillary. One of them is we talk about the continuing history of bigotry in the Democratic Party, the party of slavery, of segregation, of Jim Crow. And then the critics go, well, that's not the party today. But one of the remarkable things about WikiLeaks is you now begin to see the face of the Democratic Party behind closed doors.
Well, let's take a look at that. I'm glad you said that because one email about meeting Latinos, they're talking about reaching out to Bill Richardson. He's still on TV a lot, especially on Univision and Telemundo, and notwithstanding the fact that he can be in bleep, it was worth getting him in a good place from John Podesta. Also calling for a so-called Catholic Spring. Quote, there needs to be a Catholic Spring in which Catholics themselves demand the end of a Middle Ages dictatorship and the beginning of a little democracy and respect for gender equality in the Catholic Church. This was, to be clear, an email to John Podesta, but then he responded and said, we've been thinking about a Catholic Spring. If Donald Trump and his aides were shown talking about a shakeup, a Muslim spring, let's change this religion, I suspect that the outcry would be astronomical.
Absolutely. In fact, they keep saying that we don't want to criticize Islam. This is not a war against Islam. We've got to be sensitive to Islam. We would worry about Islamophobia. So you begin to see how even bigotry changes its face. Today, the acceptable bigotry is against evangelical Christians and Catholics. And the kind of things that you can say about those groups you'd never say about anyone else. Other themes in the movie, the private and public Hillary, that they put on a public face. We're helping people, we're motivated by idealism, we're going to Haiti because we care about the suffering, but behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out how to get contracts to their own donors. Behind closed doors, they say completely different things to corporations, like, we're worried about the bias against the rich. Well, who's creating the bias against the rich if not Obama and Hillary?
Okay, but devil's advocate, Donald Trump has a tape emerge suggesting behind closed doors he's talking about potentially sexual assault. Much different from the person he projects. So not just to pick on him, but in general, don't all politicians show us a different face in public from what they do privately?
Well, I think with Trump, the important thing to realize is that Trump's offenses are not against the public purse. Here's Trump 10 years ago, he's a private citizen on a bus. With Hillary and Bill, these are people who are dealing with the public treasury and the public trust. And we've seen systematic abuses of that. Think of the way the two Clintons were renting their Lincoln bedrooms, selling pardons to big-time felons and tax cheats.
Well, real quick, there was another email emerging saying that even Chelsea Clinton had concerns about pay for play at the Clinton Foundation. They did an independent audit by a major law firm that focused on philanthropy, and they found major problems.
Well, here's the big picture. I'm an immigrant. I came to America. I believe in ladders of opportunity. I believe in merit, giving everyone an equal chance. So the Democrats talk like this, but their ladders of opportunity are how close are you to the Clintons? How much are you willing to kiss their brass ring? How much are you willing to fork over? How much cash is in your suitcase?
Well, we'll see how that plays out in the final days. We appreciate it. Dinesh D'Souza, thanks for coming in. Pope Francis.